to the Hunter Report, and I am here with my friend Defia, and she is a rapper. Yeah, and we're gonna check out this Sony 70-200, which is one of the best zoom lenses that is out there. It's comparable, Canon is comparable to Nikon, and I'm shooting on a Sony A7S II right now, so with these two right here, you got one of the baddest combos in the game. We're here on the High Line in New York City, and we're trying not to get kicked off. And I am not a rapper, she is the expert, but do you mind if I show you sort of maybe what I maybe have?
Sure, give it your best.
Clearly not confident, but
let's go.
Okay, let's go. Yo, I'm freestyling, and hey, I'm really trying, but I'm gonna end this out with me smiling. What do you give me on a scale of 1 to 10 there?
How about I just tell you back in rhyme?
Okay.
Well, see, I'm looking at you with your little fedora, and I'm thinking, well, maybe that's why ladies ignore you.
But I'm going to keep smiling, I'm gonna keep trying, and that's why I will be flying.
Woo! Bars.
Alright, so let's go a little into detail. These are post-processed JPEGs. They are 1/3 full size, so there's even more resolution. But you can already see there's beautiful sharpness here, and if we take a look at our numbers on the right, we're at 1/100th, a little slow, could have bumped it up to 1/60th, but wasn't even thinking about that. F4 7200, and ISO is actually jacked way high, 3200, and some of these shots I even went to 10,000. And as the shoot progressed, I was getting more dialed into the light. There was a lot of humidity. That it was like 75-80% humidity. So that's causing some of the just some of the background here. And let's just go take a look at the next shot. Same setup. ISO the same, shutter speed the same. And yeah, let's look what zoom we're at, what millimeter. We're at 191, so we're pretty much at the max here, and just beautiful sharpness, I think. And here's a really good example. Again, these are all been touched up in Lightroom, shot them in RAW, and these have all been touched up to what I think is, perfection for each photo, boomified and perfectified, dodged and burned in all the right areas. And so let's see, we are at fully 200, and ISO. You see, I was bringing up the ISO because I wanted the background to really come out, and you see the bokeh, very ovular, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because it's the top of the lens, but if we keep going, like if you see, look at this next shot, which I actually think is a pretty freaking awesome shot, and could actually use just a little bit more retouching, a little bit overexposed in the arms here, but and a little grainy on the background here, and would want to bring the background down. Anyway, F4 200 millimeters, ISO 6400, because I was trying to get that background, and you see the bokeh here is much nicer. If we could zoom in even, and just nice and crisp, just really nice and crisp. Sharpness is what I think it's fantastic sharpness, and this is a Sony E-mount lens, so you already saw with some of the videos that I'm doing, you're getting autofocus as opposed to using a Canon lens on a Metabones adapter. And I've actually done videos on the Metabones, and it's just slower than using a native E-mount lens, especially with such a beautiful lens as this. The 7200 really doesn't get any complaints by anybody online. You see here, I was white balance a little bit different. ISO still 6400 here. And, just having fun here with the subject, with Defia. And we were having a good time here. And just, doing a whole bunch of different moods. And I like this shot. Let me get rid of the information box here, because I did landscape mode. And handheld, no tripod, no monopod. So that's probably what the jiggle is, shake is from back here. But she is nice and in focus. If we bring the information back, you'll see. So this was at 70. And I just like this shot, you know, slightly askew, could be a little straighter. But I did process these very quickly. It's a great shot to me. Again, didn't Photoshop this or Lightroom this as much as I did the previous one. But it's a raw file, so I can always come back to it. I'm just liking the colors, liking the sharpness, just like the composition here. That is that. You know, the blur is just the blur because it is in the background. You know, the lights get bokehfied, and the background gets blurred. I mean, you can zoom into the background over here, and you just see there's no real super harsh edges, and that's what a nice lens does for you. Oh, really nice. This was a slightly different shot.
I know you wanna leave me. I know you wanna leave me. I know you wanna leave me. I know you wanna leave me.
You know, just loving the lights back here, and you know, I was still dialing in. I really went up to ISO 5000 here, and again, it's basically the same shot, just a different mood, looking in a different direction. Here, to me, is a fantastic shot, just a fantastic facial expression. This is a New York City taxi. That's probably why the light is rectangular, but the rest of the lights you see are bokehfied. And just to me, fantastic shot, fantastic expression, good lighting. You know, just to me, it's a fantastic shot. Having some fun here. She really liked that bag. Completely different emotion here. You know, sort of sultry, sort of sexy. And I actually have to jump over a bunch of bushes here because I wanted to get her shoes. They were new shoes, and just loving the way out here. You see the way that the light is hitting her hair there from the street, all the way from the street, and the taxi lights are hitting her hair right there, and just beautiful. You see, I did jack it up to 1/160th eventually as I got more dialed into the shoot. There was like a taxi. There was a park attendant who were like waiting to leave, and I was paranoid that he was going to come back, so I was like really rushing. But we got a good 20 minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes out of the shoot, and as the shoot progressed, I was getting more and more dialed in. He was moving the flash around, I was moving around, you know, fiddling with ISO, and just, you know, getting the most out of the location and the light and everything. You know, I was actually waiting for the taxis back here to like come and stop. Fun, just having fun here, loving the little plants in the foreground. It's not a deal breaker, you know. It's just, and it was more about getting her entire body in the frame. Given that I was using the 7200, I had to foot zoom because just what had to happen. I did have a 24-70 with me, but this video wasn't about the 24-70, so that's what it comes down to. Just great expression, having fun. They continue having fun. She really likes that bag. And then we finished out the shoot here. No flash, okay? So there's a little bit of noise. And you see I'm at ISO 20,000, okay, guys? That's the power of the Sony A7S II right here. ISO 20,000, 1/160th. So, and look at this. I mean, it's so crisp. You're getting so much detail. You know, I'm at 162 millimeters. I'm probably like 3 meters back, 4 meters back. And for those of you in the US, that's like 12 feet. I'm like easily 12, 15 feet back. And it's still getting this incredible resolution. Look at that nice bokeh. That's actually all the way across the river in New Jersey. And, you know, just having a different location is this the final location. She was making these symbols here, getting a little Illuminati symbol here. And, yeah, I just like this shot, just great emotion. And, you know, that about rounds it up. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. You know, we did a little music video. Some of it was shot on the iPhone. The slow motion stuff was shot on the A7S II with the 70-200. And I just try to do, you know, get the most out of this shoot. A little bit of photography, a little bit of videography, a little bit of cinematography, even though we weren't shooting in 24p. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you're gonna go Sony, you know, get that A7S II, get that 70-200, and it's really gonna, you know, it's the most powerful setup you can have on planet Earth today. The most light you're gonna get in the camera. You can do shots at ISO 20,000, as I'm showing right here. To me, I'm actually quite proud of this shot. I think, you know, I had to get into what focus mode did I use? I used flexible spot S, because actually the flexible spot L was focusing on her hands here, so I used S so that the focusing spot was smaller than this little hole in her hand, so I could focus right on her face, because that's the shot that I wanted. And if you know your gear, I'm gonna do more videos on the focusing, and really go a little more technical. This was more of an artistic video, more stylistic. I'm getting long-winded here. Let me cut it off. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Please subscribe and thumbs up. Thank you.